Hello, I'm Lizzie and this is Lizzie Reads and welcome to my holiday reading vlog. So I am going on holiday today. We're going to Lanzarote and I thought I would do some clips here and there when I can of what I get up to when I'm reading and see how much I can get read. I'm not actually bringing any physical books with me, which is really unusual because normally I would bring like one for each day and then a couple of extra options. But actually I have borrowed my friend's Kindle and I've downloaded literally every book under the sun. And I might pick up, there's one book I'm looking for in particular at the airport, so I'm going to see if that's there and maybe pick that up and then have that as my physical read. But yeah, I am raring to go. We're literally ready to leave. I've got my obnoxiously slightly too big for my head hat and I am ready to go. Hello, has she got the holiday glow already? I think she has. It is Sunday, day 2 of my holiday. Well, technically day 1, but we arrived last night and I didn't really have much to say or to film. And I didn't get to do much. I just was so tired. We got here so late. And then we woke up this morning and we went for like a little walk around the area, just like having a look around, see what was there. And then we came back and was chilling by the pool this afternoon, and I finished my first book of the vlog, my first book of the holiday, which was Mile High by Liz Tom Ford, which I really liked. I thought it was really good fun. I started reading it because obviously a lot of it is, the beginning part is set on a plane, and I thought that would be really fun whilst I was on the plane, which I was reading a lot. I was reading a lot, just not the whole time when I was on the plane. And what I really liked about it is because obviously it's a hockey romance, which I love. And at the beginning, there wasn't too much hockey mentioned, like actual hockey. It was mostly just like the politics of hockey, which I quite liked. But later on, there was some good scenes, like towards the end, where they were really mentioning a lot of like different things in hockey, which I quite liked. And the setup of this relationship is that obviously the NHL teams fly. They fly private state to state for their games, and they have a set of air hostesses that are air hostessing on their flight. And it's this one particular woman, Stevie, who catches the eye of Xander, which is like one of the players in the hockey game or in the hockey team, and obviously they can't like fraternize, but also so it's got like a lot of that, but also his public image is very, sleeps with lots of women, bit of a bad boy, which works for his dynamic with his best friend, who is the family man and who is also on the team and things like that. So a lot of it's about the media and how it's not like what he really is, but it was really interesting and I had a good time. It was a little bit cringy towards the beginning, and some of the like early smut I didn't like very much, but yeah, it was good. I liked it overall. I liked the little bits of drama toward the end. I liked the family stuff. I liked the media stuff. So yeah, very, very good. Don't know what I'm going to read next, but I'm going to go for a shower and wash this chlorine out of my hair. Hello, so it is Monday afternoon. We've had some time at the pool. We've had some naps. It's been great. But I thought it was time I did a little reading update. So, if you saw me buying some books at the airport, you did. That is because I bought A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. You may know that earlier last month, so in April, I read the entirety of the ACOTAR series, or the first initial part of the ACOTAR series, and really enjoyed it. Had a really good time for the most part. There is a spoiler vlog on my channel which is like 50 minutes long, full carnage, and I'll link that down below for you. But I wanted a book to read because I am mostly reading books on my Kindle, but I did want a physical book to read because I do quite like reading books physically by Paul or whatever. So I got A Court of Silver Flames, so I thought I could read that in between reading the other books. Now I am doing a separate reading vlog for that, mainly because I want to talk spoilers with you, but I will be talking like progress updates with you here. And I'm mainly talking progress updates because me and my boyfriend are having a little bit of a competition. Shall we? Is it worth calling it a competition when obviously I'm going to win? But he bought at the airport The Witcher, The Last Wish, because we really like the Witcher TV show and he wanted a book to read, so here we are, which is the series of short stories, and he said, I wonder if I would finish A Court of Silver Flames, which is 750 pages, before he finishes his The Witcher, which is 280 pages, because he reads quite slowly. We started at the same time, give or take. I started 10 minutes later and it didn't take me long to take over him. But I'm currently on page 53 and he's currently on page 52. And the reason for this is because I stopped halfway through to read some other books on my Kindle, because I don't want to just work my entire way through this immediately. I do want to get to some other books at the same time. So pretty neck and neck at the moment, but we'll see what happens. I started on my Kindle a book called The Islanders by S.V. Leonard, which is like the Love Island thriller type thing that I had on the Kindle. This is also 280 pages and I am 48% of the way through, so we'll be finishing this really, really soon. I think it's very fast paced, very interesting read. However, there's not as much of the like Love Island stuff as I would have hoped, because I love Love Island. If you think, oh Lizzie, where have your nice nails gone? It's because I've not put my new ones on yet, for continuity purposes. But yeah, so I am very much, very much enjoying both books actually. They're both very different, but yeah, I'll speak to you again once I read some more. Hello, so it's the next day now and I've just been chilling out and reading, and it's been really nice because I've got up to page 106 of A Court of Silver Flames, which is great. Chapter 9, very far ahead of Tom and his Witcher read, so that's great. Also, I did finish this morning The Islanders by S.V. Leonard. So that's book 2 of the holiday, which is really nice and exciting. Yes, so basically I did really like it in the end. Like, I thought it was good and I enjoyed it for the setting that I'm in, like reading sort of like a Love Island style thriller, but I thought it was a little bit predictable. I mean, it was pretty obvious what was going on from the beginning, and that element of it wasn't very well developed. And also I would have loved it so much more had the sort of Love Island thing gone on for a little bit longer before the like thriller element, because it would have added like a little bit of established the show a little bit into it. But the show was just very much like a crux for why they were all there, not a actual sort of plot point.
Turn left onto Calais Nuestras Señoras.
Just a quick evening update. So I read up to my pages that I'd planned to on A Court of Silver Flames, and I even managed to get 21% into Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, which I have on my Kindle. So I'm really enjoying that so far. Actually, I got thrown in straight away to the theoretical scientist that is Elise. think her name's Elise or Elsie. People call her both. So I'm not sure if because it's an arc there's mixed up, or the fact that one of them is her real name and one of them is a nickname maybe. And she is trying to get a research position and to make money for her diabetes medication, because she lives in America and the American medical system is fucked. She has to have a side job where she's like a fake girlfriend for people, so like to take to family events so their families don't like ask them loads of unnecessary questions, blah blah blah. And she is interviewing for this research position, and the experimental scientist, who is very anti-theoretical scientists, I don't know, he is the brother of the guy that she's like fake dating, and so it's obviously romance then ensues. But yeah, I'm 21% in and I'm actually having a really good time so far. So I'm gonna read a little bit before bed now, but I have to get up early tomorrow because we're going on a day trip tomorrow, so it won't be too much reading, but hopefully I'll finish tomorrow.
Muy explosiva. Esto sumado a la erosión del mar han dado y el color verde. Pánico de los habitantes de
It is Friday, it is our last full day here in Lanzarote, and I haven't talked much the last couple of days. I think the last we talked was before we went out and we done like the really fun like adventure day. So we basically went on a tour of the island. We saw the volcano, like the volcanic area, which was really cool. There was this really like cool like volcanic lava tube, which had the most beautiful like water in it, and you could see the reflection of it. Was just beautiful. It's so hard to describe. We did a bit of wine tasting. It was really, really lovely. Then that night we went out and we got really, really drunk. So yesterday I was very hungover, so I didn't talk about anything. However, I will say I finished Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, and it was the best Ali Hazelwood book I have read so far. Love Hypothesis was good. I liked it, but wasn't like amazing. And then the next one was called something. The other one was good. I liked it. Bit samey. Love Theoretically was so good, so interesting. I loved the like fake dating his brother. I liked the dynamic between them. I liked all the science politics. Really, really good. 5 stars easily. So enjoyable. And I'm a bit behind on my read of A Court of Silver Flames. Tom is flying ahead. He might win. He might finish before me, especially today. But I'm only on 200 page 238 out of 750. My plan today is to get to 500, so I've less to read tomorrow, hopefully. But I'll let you know how I'm enjoying that while we're reading by the pool today, and then I might read something else on my Kindle. I don't know. So it may be quite a few days later now, and as you can tell, I'm back in the UK. I'm back in my office, loving life. But also very sad to not be on holiday anymore. Not my favourite being back in the UK, but today we've got an absolutely stunning day. It's beautiful. You don't care. This is the vlog. This is the end of the vlog. So let me take it back a few steps. Let me tell you. So towards the end of my holiday, after I had that day when I got quite drunk and was a little bit hungover, I felt like I just spent the rest of the holiday recovering and relaxing and preparing to come home. And then on the day we flew home, I finished, because the last time I spoke to you, I had just read Love Theoretically. And on the last day of our holiday, we just chilled by the pool, waiting to be picked up to go to the airport on the Saturday evening. And I finished A Court of Silver Flames, and I beat Tom. He had 10 pages left when I finished. So he finished the day, he had like 30 pages left on the final day of the holiday, and I had like 200. And we were reading at the exact same time, like we hadn't been in the pool. We were literally all reading at the exact same time, and it just shows he's a very, very slow reader. But he only reads a book like once a year, so he's out of practice. I'm trying to get him back into practicing, but that's besides the point. But he loved The Witcher, by the way. He thought it was really great, and immediately was like, "Oh, I wish I had the second one or the next one in the series." And I was like, "Okay, do you want me to download you the ebook?" And he was like, "No, it's okay, because I'll end up getting it physically eventually," which he just doesn't understand, that you can have multiple books in multiple formats. I have The War of Two Queens in 5 different versions, but that's besides the point. That's not what this video is about. So I finished The Court of Silver Flames, and I think I'm gonna give it, I haven't given it a star rating yet. I think I'm probably gonna give it like a 3.75. Like, it was good, but not doesn't feel 4 stars. And I enjoyed some things. There are some things I didn't enjoy, but that's all very spoiler chat, so I will leave that for the vlog that I've done about it. And I read that, and I was like, okay, my holiday's not over yet. I'm going to carry on reading. And then I started and finished without speaking to you, mainly because we'd had to check out, so we could only be by the pool, and I didn't really want to vlog talking by the pool. So I started and finished Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. Had this on my Kindle, and I really, really liked it, had a really good time, but I read it all in one go, like literally in and out of the pool was reading it. It was very consumable, nice for by the pool. I mean, it's not a summer read by any stretch, but it just felt really nice to read because it was very fluffy. Is about a woman who has this very like soft and sweet, doesn't cuss, is a virgin, hasn't had sex, you know, is very like dainty and polite in this small town, and that is how she's viewed by everyone, and she doesn't really like being viewed that way. She knows that she's a very sweet and nice person, but she doesn't like being viewed as fragile or a goody two-shoes, but she doesn't know how to tell her family and friends that that isn't what she wants. She owns a flower shop, and her sister-in-law is actually a global superstar, and her sister-in-law and brother are getting married, and because of the press surrounding the wedding, her sister-in-law hires her bodyguard back, who she used to go on tour with, to sort of like watch out for her and help her out while she's doing the wedding and things like that. So I believe, I don't know, there was no companion novel type situation in there, but I wonder if that's one of her other books, is The Brother and the Global Superstar. I'd never say superstar, but I don't know why. But yes, so I wonder if that's like based, like connection with another novel, but it's not sort of said anyway. And this bodyguard bumps into our female main character while she's on a tragically awful date, and it ends up transpiring that the bodyguard is going to help our female main character to go on practice dates so she can get better, because she wants to settle down, she wants to find her future husband, and she wants kids, and she wants a picket fence, but she does want to shake the good girl image that she has. And it's very much about them exploring their stereotyped personalities and what they have and their past and their histories, and the bodyguard's bad boy past. It's got a lot of small town vibes, like interfering towns. Her parents have passed away, so there's a lot of like elderly people in the town that are very, you know, very invested in their sweet young flower shop owner. And yeah, it's very Hallmark, but it's good. Like, it's not it's not bad. I really liked it. I thought it was very good. And do you know what? I normally detest the way that the virgin trope is dealt with in romance books. I find that it's always really overdone and really like a big issue, and I don't like the way a lot of discourse surrounding it in the romance novel. But in this novel, I really didn't mind. It was just a fact of her life and the way she sort of has experienced her life and everything up until now. It wasn't a thing. It was there and it was mentioned, but it wasn't the whole big thing, and I loved it. I had a really good time. I thought it was really good fun, nice setting. I don't think it's going to be one that stays with me for a long time. There wasn't like many moments where I was like really just wanting to internally scream, but there was obviously a lot of good moments in there. Go for a 3.5. Yeah, I think I'd go for a 3.5. And I definitely read something by Sarah Adams again. I think, to be honest, I might have enjoyed it a little bit more had the last romance book I'd not read been Love Theoretically, which I loved so much. Like, I can't even comprehend how much I enjoyed Love Theoretically, and I wasn't expecting to love it that much because I liked the other books somewhat, but not as much as I loved Love Theoretically. After that, we went to the airport and we were delayed and our flight was late. We didn't get back into England until 2:30. Then by the time we got through security, collected our bags, my brother picked us up and then we drove home. We didn't get home till like 4:45. So I was really tired, and then thankfully for the bank holiday weekend that we had, I had Monday off work, but I was so tired. So I didn't read anything more because on the plane I was sleeping, had my eye mask on, my boyfriend's hoodie over me, I was using my cardigan as a pillow, and I literally had his hoodie on front way, so it was like a sniddy, and I put the hood over my face so I just couldn't see anyone. Like, I was double black. I was trying to get a blackout environment. I really loved it. I was just tired and not like trying to recover from the lack of sleep. I felt like I was on a 6-day hangover in the back of my head, but I had such a great holiday and such a great trip. I didn't read any more after that, and I haven't read anything since. So maybe I'll read something soon. But yeah, this isn't like a super long vlog. Obviously I was busy, I wasn't doing as much as normal, but some beautiful clips. Thank you for watching this vlog, and I'll speak to you again soon. Goodbye.